With a fatal accident, a man has now died and 3 others are injured after being hit by an SUV. It happened on eastbound Highway 50 in Sacramento. CHP says the group was near the 34th Street exit trying to change a tire. They were on the shoulder when they were hit. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias is live tonight with the latest update on the investigation. Roxanne.
Chris, this was simply just a group of friends trying to help each other out, but it ended in tragedy here at these exits that you see beside me. And now CHP taking the chance to share with drivers how to keep themselves safe on the roadways while also being mindful of other drivers. In this area of the roadway, eastbound on Highway 50, west of 34th Street, a group of men stopped to change a flat tire Sunday night around 11:30 p.m. Shortly after, someone called 911.
At this point, we know that one vehicle struck the pedestrians outside the vehicle, changing the tire. And currently, there's 1 fatality, 2 major injuries, and a complaint of pain with a 4th party.
CHP Sergeant Keith Nguyen says 2 cars were parked off the shoulder in the median near exit 7 when they were hit. He says one had a flat tire and they had called some friends or co-workers who parked behind them to assist. CHP says all 4 men were on the shoulder when an SUV drifted from the road and hit them.
The other involved driver remained on scene, was cooperative with the investigation, and alcohol and drugs were not suspected as a factor.
Currently, under California's Move Over law, drivers must move over to an adjacent lane when safe if approaching a stationary emergency vehicle. Nguyen says although it doesn't necessarily apply to all cars, it is the safest advice to take.
Anytime you see a vehicle on the shoulder or perhaps blocking a lane, the best practice is always to move to an adjacent lane away from them, giving them as much space cushion as possible.
And if for any reason a driver is involved in an incident on the freeway, CHP says if possible, don't stay in a traffic lane.
Always make sure that you slow down and try to make your way to the right shoulder if possible. Call 911. CHP will respond. If you can make it off the freeway to the next exit, safely proceed to do so. Activate your hazard lights.
Once CHP arrives, he says officers can then assess the situation.
Depending on the circumstances, if we're blocking a lane of traffic, if a vehicle is completely disabled, we'll block that lane they're in, utilizing patrol vehicles, flares, and cones. On the shoulder, we activate our lights, depending if they're completely on the shoulder or partially blocking.
The person who died has yet to be identified. We're still trying to learn if it was the driver in this incident or if it was one of his friends who died, one of the friends that was helping the driver who died. We're still waiting to learn those details. I'm live in South Sacramento. Roxanne Elias, ABC 10.
Okay, Roxanne, we do thank you for the live update.